Saad, and I wanted to provide a little bit of insight on how I believe this course has tremendously helped me to become a more effective teacher, given me insight on new resources and new approaches to more effectively working with my students. So I look forward to incorporating a lot of what I've learned as soon as next school year starts. And this video is just a little bit about how my approach to teaching has changed and my learning philosophy. At the beginning of this course, we were asked to state our learning philosophy. For me, I put that the purpose of learning and going to school is to help every young adult grow in knowledge inside and outside of the classroom as they develop their talents and skills to their fullest ability, to become a lifelong learner, a dedicated citizen of our country, and an advocate for a better tomorrow. Before this course, I would have not included the word technology specifically into my learning philosophy statement. This was not because I thought it was unimportant, but I just figured that the inclusion of technology was already implied when discussing education. However, as a result of this course, I now realize that it's very important that in my learning philosophy, it reflect how and why I plan to integrate Web 2.0 technologies into my classroom, because of the extremely important value they will play in helping shape the educational journey of my students. I would also add a description of what I feel makes an effective teacher. For example, I would add that a truly successful and influential teacher is someone who is the lead learner or guider of a class rather than this omnipotent provider of wisdom who merely spouts off information that the students are expected to soak up. In my new philosophy education, I would be sure to include that students and teachers work together to dictate learning. Also, additional educational methods this course made me think about very thoroughly revolve around the students not only playing a more active role as learner, but also having more of a say of what information is going to be covered in our class. This is why I've dedicated a lot of time this summer creating lesson plans for next school year that are very student centered by incorporating Web 2.0 tools into my lessons using, for example, iBook Author, Diigo, and Google Docs, just to name a few. I hope to elicit student creativity and mastery of content on a more in-depth scale. I want to get away from spoon feeding a lot of information to my students and instead actually have them dictate what information is covered and how we as a class go about learning the material. I've had the privilege to incorporate new teaching strategies that we've learned through this course over these summer months through an academic summer institute I work at, which is called Project Forward Leap. The program does a fantastic job of bringing together inner city students from Philadelphia, Harrisburg, Lancaster, and other cities located around South Central Pennsylvania, and engaging them in rigorous educational opportunities that facilitate their mental, physical, and character growth. I've incorporated Web 2.0 tools such as Audacity and Animoto already this summer in the program, and the response I've seen from the students is very positive and makes me very, very excited for when the next upcoming school year starts in September. Also this summer, I've been working on creating a textbook online through iBook Author. This program will allow the students access to the textbook which we can use inside or outside of the classroom via the internet. I am also in the process of creating lesson plans where students are going to add pages to our class's online textbook throughout the year. For me, it is when students possess the necessary skills to go and find answers to their own questions that constitutes true learning, and collaborative projects greatly facilitate the mastery of these skills. I cannot begin to explain how much better of a teacher I feel this course has enabled me to become. Through this course, I've realized that I need to let go of some of the control I have in the classroom when it comes to selecting topics and or subjects we are going to learn about and how we're going to cover them. I need to allow the students to play a greater role in addressing these issues. All of these changes are going to better prepare my students for success and leadership roles in the 21st century in which we all live. While I know it will be challenging and I still have a lot to learn, I look forward to the opportunity to create a more student-centered classroom and a less of a teacher-centered classroom. I'm very much looking forward to the next class I will take through Penn State World Campus and our Master of Education Technology Integration program. I am sure the next courses I will take will have even more information and resources that I can use immediately in my class and in the creation of my lesson plans. I'd like to thank Phil and all my classmates for making this educational experience truly inspiring for me. Because of this class, here's my updated learning philosophy. My goal as an educator is to establish a student-centered learning environment where decisions on what we learn and how we learn are generally made through a collaborative process. Incorporating Web 2.0 technologies into our educational journey is vital and allows students to demonstrate not only their mastery of content, but also highlights their creativity. Students will also spend time completing assignments and projects individually as well as collaboratively, which may include their peers within the class as well as peers and professionals around the world. It is through maintaining this evolution in teaching pedagogy in the 21st century that students fully develop academically, socially, and morally, and better understand their purpose in life.